Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. My name is Panyam, Dean of School of Pharmacy. Welcome to the 2021 White Coat Ceremony. This is a big day for the class of 2025. We are very excited to officially welcome you all to the TUSP family. Today, with the White Coat Ceremony, we celebrate the beginning of your career as a pharmacist. You being here today proves that you are a resilient group of students who I know will rise to this and all the other difficult occasions in front of you. Our current affairs will no doubt play a part in shaping the type of pharmacist you're going to become. Your perseverance is exactly what we need at this time of the hour. Think broadly about where to take your career and don't hesitate to start now. The PharmD degrees give you an ideal platform for exploring a variety of career options, including patient care, of course, research, business, leadership, government, teaching, and more. Our faculty, some of whom are here, members of our Alumni Association, the Board of Visitors, and the preceptors that you will meet represent the diversity of careers that you can achieve in pharmacy and can help you chart your own path. Thank you for choosing Temple, and thank you for being part of our family. And thank you to your families and friends who are watching online the ceremony and for the support that they will provide to you and to the school throughout your career. In addition to the White Coat, we are also celebrating the accomplishments of 3 exceptional alumni members and a PY4 student, all of whom stand out in pharmacy. They've taken a lead in their specialties, and we are pleased to recognize them for it. As you hear about these individuals, let their stories be of an inspiration to you. I now welcome Lisa Becker, Director of the Advanced Pharmacy Practice Experience, and Leigh Weber, Director of Introductory Pharmacy Practice Experience, both from Office of Experiential Education, to present the Preceptor of the Year Awards. Lisa and Leigh.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Our preceptors are our adjunct faculty, and we could not do the rotations without them. Our Preceptor of the Year for the Advanced Pharmacy Practice Experience for this year is Dr. Christine Owens. In spite of the many challenges that presented over the past years with the global pandemic, Dr. Owens continued to individualize each of the students' institutional rotations. I think a student said it best when he stated, Dr. Owens did everything to facilitate our learning. We couldn't ask for more in a preceptor. So we thank you, Christine.
Welcome, students, friends, faculty, and families. It's my pleasure to present the Introduction to Pharmacy Practice Preceptor of the Year Award to Dr. Christine Fisher Owens. Dr. Owens is a 2010 graduate of TUSP. So not that long ago, she was sitting right where you are today. And I have to say that educating healthcare students during a global pandemic can be challenging. We cannot thank Dr. Owens enough for her commitment to our experiential education program. She worked tirelessly with our office and the staff at Temple University Hospital to provide a robust learning experience for our students in a safe environment. So, think about when we're doing all this and we have to keep 6 feet apart. And think about doing that in a hospital pharmacy. Well, Dr. Owens did it. Not only did she do it, she did it well. And I'd like to share with you a direct quote from one of her student evaluations. Dr. Owens is a gifted mentor and ensures that each student can complete a rotation tailored to their specific interest and pharmacy background. Christine, I cannot thank you enough. We're so proud of you and privileged to work with you. I now welcome another wonderful alumni, Ed Casey, School of Pharmacy Alumni Association Board Member, and he will present awards on behalf of the Alumni Association. Thank you.
Thank you, Leigh. And I was told I could take the mask off, but I'm suffering from peer pressure, so I'm not going to do that right now. So thank you, Dean Panyam. Thank you, Dr. Weber. And congratulations to all of you. As Dr. Weber said, my name is Ed Casey. I am the Vice President of the School of Pharmacy Alumni Association. And I'm here today to present several awards. But before I present the awards, I'd like to give you a bit of background on the Alumni Association and a story or two about the world of pharmacy. So for those who are unfamiliar with the Temple University School of Pharmacy Alumni Association, or TUSPAA, should you see that somewhere, we're an organization of alumni whose main purpose is to promote continuing alumni activities in the interest and support of the aims, ideas, and purpose of the School of Pharmacy. We are here to help you in any way we can, to help Dean Panyam and the faculty. One of the primary mechanisms for this support is to serve as a network for connecting and fostering relationships among alumni, faculty, administration, and students. To this end, one of the greatest strengths of any school is the willingness of its alumni to help current and future students. You have that at the Temple School of Pharmacy. The alumni is extremely supportive. Whether it's mentor night, research day, the recent school picnic, or some other event you're going to encounter along your journey that's just beginning, I encourage you to meet and network with alumni wherever you can and learn whatever you can. And keep this in mind, pharmacy is a very small world. So as I was preparing my comments about the awards and such, I came across the list of names of all of you today. And the concept of networking and the small world really came true to me. So I want to share two stories. The first was several years back when I was a pharmacy director at a hospital outside of Philadelphia. I got a call from another pharmacy director who had a resident who was graduating, finishing a residency program, and she needed to start her clinical practice. He called, he gave me a high recommendation, asked me if I was hiring. I said, well, I just closed it. I said, but I'll hold up and I'll interview her. I not only interviewed her, I hired her. And all these years later, she remains one of the most dedicated and hardest working pharmacists I've ever worked with. So where's Matthew Lipka? Matthew, I'm talking about your mother. I see her differently than you do, but she is a true professional. And I know your dad too. The second example occurred several weeks ago. I was at a wedding, a bunch of friends of mine, 2 pharmacy school alums, their kids were marrying each other. There's about a dozen Temple Pharmacy alums there. One of my friends I haven't seen much since the pandemic started, we were talking, catching up on life, and I said, how are the kids? He goes, great. He was excited, happy, couldn't be prouder. His daughter was starting pharmacy school. Couldn't have been happier. So Mackenzie Tancrini, where are you? Hello, Mackenzie. Haven't seen you in a few years. Your parents are very proud of you. Please tell them I said hello. All right. So for Matthew and Mackenzie, you got a jump start on networking and alumni relations, and you didn't know it was coming. So with that, of course, that works both ways. So if I need something, don't make me call your parents. Fair enough. All right. So another of the things the Alumni Association do, and perhaps the most rewarding, is to identify and honor students and alumni who have contributed to both the profession and the school in a meaningful and important way. Each year, the Alumni Association presents 4 awards based on different criteria. Today, I have the honor of presenting 3 of them: student, new practitioner, and practitioner. All of these award recipients had to be nominated, submit a letter of interest or summary of qualifications, and then were voted on by the Alumni Association members. Before I announce this year's award winners, I'd like to give you a little background on each of them. And please take note of the diversity, breadth, and depth of their experience. Having read their resumes, seeing what they're doing, it's truly remarkable. What you see when I tell you a little bit about them is what opportunities there are out there for you. Keep your minds open, learn, Find people like those that I'm going to introduce you to and try to take in as much as you can. So, and there's one trait they all share: leadership. So please keep this in mind as you go forward and you listen to what I'm going to tell you about each of them. All right. So our first award, and we're going to start with the student, is the 2021 Pharmacy Student Healthcare Professional Award. This is our student award. It's given annually to a third-year full-time student in good standing who has displayed interest, achievement, and leadership in achieving the profession of pharmacy. This year's winner is an accomplished student, works at McGee Rehabilitation Hospital, and in her spare time serves as president of the Student National Pharmacists Association and is the vice president of the Industry Pharmacists Association here at the school. Her work has led to recognition of the School of Pharmacy's chapter of SNAPA, and she has been the lead or participated in multiple volunteer events, serving both the community, which is really important, and prospective Temple students. In her nomination letter, Joan Hankins noted this about our winner: her passion for helping others and her commitment to her fellow peers has allowed her to become the student leader that she is. Rich Pasiti, who is the president of the Alumni Association, but also the director of pharmacy where she works at McGee, had this to say: she's a pleasure to work with. Coming in as a P1 student and watching her grow in the workplace while she was learning in the classroom has been incredible. She epitomizes that pathway of maturing into the criteria of the student award and as she grows into the role of a pharmacist. I'm very proud of her, and this award is very well deserved. And one of the key characteristics of those who receive this award is commitment. So our winner could not be with us here today because she is actually on her final day of a rotation that she's very committed to and apparently loves. So with that, Andrea will be receiving her award for her, and I'd like to acknowledge Delana Young as this year's recipient of the 2021 Pharmacy Student Healthcare Professional Award. If you know who she is or you see her in the hallway, please congratulate her. Our second award is the Distinguished Pharmacy Practitioner Award. This award is given to an alumnus who has practiced at least 5 years, is employed full-time in pharmacy practice, and provides professional service that result in a clear benefit to the community. This year's winner is not only a pharmacist, but she's also a lawyer. She's had an extremely diverse and fascinating career, not only in hospital and retail pharmacy, the traditional practice areas, but also as a litigator and a human resource specialist. As an attorney pharmacist, she has represented Fortune 500 pharmaceutical companies, medical device companies, and healthcare professionals. Her current practice is focused on healthcare-related drug diversion and the opioid pandemic. Significant health issues for sure. When she has a free moment, I don't know when she would have a free moment, she volunteers for multiple professional organizations, such as the New Jersey Pharmacists Association, the Pennsylvania Society of Health System Pharmacists, the American Society of Pharmacy Law, the American Public Health Association, and the National Association of Drug Diversion Investigators, taking her pharmacy knowledge to people not necessarily just pharmacists. As a member, she has served multiple leadership roles and provides education on pharmacy law to state, national, and industry organizations. She has also served as adjunct faculty at Temple School of Pharmacy and at University of the Sciences, and continues to serve the community by providing pro bono legal work and advice on multitude of topics both within and outside of healthcare. I'm proud to announce Lisa Batastini as this year's Temple University Alumni Association Distinguished Pharmacy Practitioner Award winner. Lisa? Congratulations, Lisa. Yes.
Thank you.
Up.
Do I? Sorry.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay, right.
Yes, absolutely.
I am vaccinated, so I'm going to remove this. Thank you so much for those kind words. I just want to say good afternoon to our future pharmacists. Can you hear me? Okay. I probably can speak a lot louder. As you know, I'm Leigh Batastini. I am a pharmacist and I am an attorney. I am so happy to be here and I was told that I only had about a minute for my speech, which will be quite challenging for a lawyer, so I will try my best to limit it. First, I am deeply humbled and honored to have been selected by the Temple School of Pharmacy Alumni Association for this prestigious award. Thank you so much. And I am so excited to tell you all your choice to become a Temple pharmacist was a very wise decision. Occupations abound. There are so many options for you to practice pharmacy. It's not just retail, hospital, or industry. 40 years ago, in 1981, yes, 1981, I was sitting on that side of the podium, and I remember it well, looking forward to the knowledge and the challenges, and there will be challenges. The choices you make over the next 4 years will define your accomplishments. Set your goals high, work hard, be true to yourself, and you will succeed. So, in 4 years from now, I will be sitting on that side, watching you all receive your diplomas. In closing, remember, in order to achieve a goal requires hard work, determination, and perseverance. But most importantly, you need support along the way. My support came from the love and guidance of my parents, Paul and Amelia Batastini, who I am so privileged to be here today with me. Please take a moment to help me honor them, for making this a memorable experience. Please stand, my mom, my dad, and my mom. Will you please stand, please? And with that, I want to thank you all and welcome to the wonderful world of pharmacy. Congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Lisa. And Mr. Batastini, good to meet you. And again, congratulations to Lisa Batastini, this year's 2021 Pharmacy Practitioner Award. All right, our final award today is the New Practitioner Award. Nominees for this award have graduated from the School of Pharmacy with a PharmD degree, no more than 4 years previously to being nominated for the award. They must be employed in a full-time professional pharmacy practice setting that enables the candidate to demonstrate outstanding skills in clinical practice, or provide professional services that result in a clear benefit to the customer, patient, or community. In this case, our award winner has done all of that, and then some. When I read the bio of this year's winner, I couldn't help but be impressed. She's a 2017 graduate who completed 2 years of residency, one at Temple Hospital and one at the School of Pharmacy. She used her education and experience to design and implement a new ambulatory care practice at Virtua Health in South Jersey. Even more impressive than the education, ongoing research initiatives, numerous publications, and recognition that she has received, she has demonstrated leadership and volunteerism despite significant adversity. And she and I had an opportunity to talk about this before we came in. Starting any new program in a health system is extremely challenging, and I can say that from personal experience. Starting one that is impacted by a global pandemic 8 months into beginning it is something I couldn't even imagine. Rather than see it as a barrier, she saw the pandemic as an opportunity to get involved in the New Jersey mass vaccination campaign, and by embracing technology and telehealth to help meet the needs of her patients. When they can't get to her, she and her team figure out a way to go get to them. That is bringing the importance of pharmacy to her patients. And in things like this, innovation and advocacy are what pharmacy needs. So rather than list all of her accomplishments, I summarized them, but really stood with what stuck out to me. Changing and altering the practice of pharmacy in the face of adversity and moving it into the future. So with that, I'd like to present the 2021 New Pharmacist Practitioner Award to Ashley Dupuy. Ashley? And I'm also very glad she serves at a hospital that I might have to go to one day. So Ashley, congratulations.
Thank you. I'm also going to take off the mask for this one because I not only get to accept this amazing award, but also welcome you guys. So this is a privilege, to say the least. And with that being said, my speech is going to be a little bit longer, so bear with me for a few minutes. But we will get this kicked off. So that being said, I'm very grateful to be here today, and like I said, not only to receive such a prestigious honor from the Alumni Association, but to welcome you guys as you embark on this journey. I know it's cliche, but I remember sitting here. It was only 8 years ago. It wasn't that long ago. And it feels, like I said, like yesterday. And I was bright-eyed, and I was bushy-tailed, and I was ready for that next adventure. But at the same time, though, I realize in today's day and age, our world looks very different. The pandemic has affected all of us. And I commend you for rising to the challenge of joining the ranks of the healthcare heroes. Today it's a white coat. Tomorrow it's your cape. And no matter what, I hope you never underestimate your ability to not only impact the world of pharmacy, but the world itself. Today, though, we are here to celebrate a milestone. And over the next 4 years, you are going to hit many more. You're not only going to learn about the intricacies of medications and how they impact the body, but how you, as a pharmacist, are going to impact various lives in many ways. People tend to think of a white coat as a symbol of credentials, but for me, it's much more than that. Your white coat represents your commitment to healthcare. And by healthcare, I mean not only your patients, but your team. You will be a resource for not only your patients, but your pharmacy colleagues and your fellow healthcare professionals across a multitude of different settings. Whether it's in retail pharmacy, hospital, pharmaceutical industry, or even a doctor's office. You will forge relationships that allow you to directly impact the quality of care that a patient receives. Now, some of you may already know the type of pharmacist that you want to be, and others, you may have no clue. And either way, I want you to know that that's okay, as long as you embrace all opportunities that come your way and keep an open mind. Temple's going to provide you with the education, the experience, and also the support. Your job is to absorb as much of it as you possibly can and find your fit. Personally, 8 years ago, I would have never imagined that I'd be in a startup position with Virtua in South Jersey. I get to work alongside a team of social workers and nurses on a daily basis throughout various primary care offices. My job is to look for ways to improve quality of care, patient satisfaction, and even cost of care by providing services such as medication reviews, optimizing the therapies that patients receive, educating them, and overcoming barriers such as high-cost medications. Throw in a pandemic, and before you know it, I'm out looking for ways to help. And part of that was taking on the initiative at one of the mega sites in South Jersey with Virtua and helping with that initiative, but also working with my team who would outreach high-risk patients and provide them the mental health support as well as physical health support that they needed to stay safe during this pandemic. I may not have ever envisioned this, nor would I have thought it was possible when I was sitting where you are. But what I'll tell you in hindsight is that what I do know is that Temple prepared me for it. And that's because Temple gave me not only the environment, but the encouragement to excel as a pharmacist in various clinical settings, but also as an innovator, an educator, and an advocator for pharmacy services. My hope is that you too, no matter what type of pharmacist that you become, is that you choose to make an impact on not only the health of your future patients, but how they, along with the healthcare community, see you as a part of their team. Some of you may be wondering, well, Ashley, what do I need to do now to get to that point in my career? And my advice is pretty simple, is to embrace the opportunities that come your way. You will have the chance to go on rotations that allow you to experience the various different forms of pharmacy and how you can interact as a member of a team. See what speaks to you and start building your network, because the rumors are true. Pharmacy is a small world. You will have the chance to do research that impacts medicine and pharmacy practice. Find something that excites you and take on a challenge. You will have the chance to do extracurricular projects, such as writing papers and giving presentations that allow you to not only share your knowledge, but your voice. Even if it's not your strong suit, try to grow your skill set, because communication is key in the healthcare field. And not only will you have the chance to join organizations that are vital to our careers, but lead them. So choose one that sounds interesting to you and take on a role that you would find fulfilling. At the end of the day, you may not be able to do everything, but you should do something that is meaningful to you and allows you to make your own mark in the pharmacy world. I know the road ahead seems long and hard, but I can tell you there are going to be many moments that make it all worth it. It might be the paper you publish, the patient that tells you you changed their life simply by listening and advocating for them. And it may be the physician who not only values your opinion, but actually seeks it. But no matter what happens along the way, though, soak it all in, and always remember that regardless of the path you ultimately find yourself on, you should never underestimate your ability to do great things. So with that being said, thank you again for this incredible honor and just having the ability to speak to all of you today. I'm going to turn it back over to Dean Panyam now for the cloaking ceremony. Congratulations to you all.
Thank you, Ashley and Lisa, for the great advice. And congratulations on your award. And thank you, Ed, for your leadership with the Alumni Association and for presenting the awards. And so when we say we are family, we actually mean it. We pretty much know most of your parents, grandparents, sometimes your uncles and aunts, and so we do mean it. All right, so I want to also take a minute to thank our cloakers, who are members of the Temple University Cornwall Society. So this is the society is a recognition program for leadership donors. By giving to the School of Pharmacy, our cloakers help us continue to provide opportunities to earn degrees in pharmacy, pharmaceutical sciences, regulatory affairs and quality assurance, and also to lead innovations in pharmacy practice and science. Our cloakers present today consists of a mix of alumni, faculty, and friends. So I'm going to first read the names of alumni who are present here as cloakers. Judith Arnoff, class of 68. Amelia Batastini, 59. Lisa Batastini, 84. Mel Brodsky, 66, Ed Casey, 88, Dan Castiglia, 98, Randall Chapman, 73, Ashley Depew, 17, sorry, Peter Dukas, 70, also the previous dean, Bruce Laporte, 79, Greg Papa, 75, Sejal Patel, 2008, Theodore Rothman, 60, John Stevens, 68. You also have Friends of School of Pharmacy, Anita Stevens, Ellen Watt, and faculty members Van Hellersleah and David Lebo. Thank you. We'll now begin the official cloaking ceremony.
Congratulations. We're good.
Thank you.
Congratulations, class of 2025. I'd like to invite Ed Casey back to the podium to lead the oath of the pharmacist.
I think I'm going to take the mask off for this one. So you all have in your hands a copy of the Oath of the Pharmacist. If you could all pull it out, please. It can be found on the back cover of your program. Everybody ready? Terrific. All right, the Oath of a Pharmacist. I'm going to read a line, and I'd like you to repeat back after I read it. I promise to devote myself to a lifetime of service to others through the profession of pharmacy. In fulfilling this vow, sorry. All right, we'll start that again. My apologies. All right. I promise to devote myself to a lifetime of service to others through the profession of pharmacy. In fulfilling this vow, I will consider the welfare of humanity and relief of suffering as my primary concerns. I will apply my knowledge, experience, and skills to the best of my ability to assure optimal outcomes for my patients. I will respect and protect our personal and health information entrusted to me. I will accept the lifelong obligation to improve my professional knowledge and competence. I will hold myself and my colleagues to the highest principles of our profession's moral, ethical, and legal conduct. I will embrace and advocate changes that improve patient care. I will utilize my knowledge, skills, experiences, and values to prepare the next generation of pharmacists. I take these vows voluntarily with the full realization of the responsibility with which I am entrusted by the public. Thank you, and congratulations.
Thank you, Ed. Also, a special thank you to all those who helped plan this day. You see many of our staff members and you recognize most of them. And thanks to the class of 2025, our cloakers, faculty members, and staff for making this a special event, happen today. Please join us for a brief reception in the lobby to celebrate this important milestone. And my best wishes for a very successful year. Congratulations once again.